very odd for me to see such a defensive approach from the coach, knowing that we had already qualified. I mean, what are you protecting? Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of The Corner Flag. We are here with your favorite host, Deshane, and in today's episode, of course, we are reacting to Bafana winning 2-0 against Uganda in the AFCON qualifiers, and we've already qualified at this point. Uganda has already as well. But yeah, without wasting too much time, let's go ahead and get into it. And yeah, the game overall, we had already qualified before actually starting the game. I think this one that was announced probably yesterday or earlier this morning, if I'm not mistaken. And before we even started the game, we already knew that we had qualified, right? So personally, I thought that would change the strategy from Hugo Bruce's, how he would approach the game in that case, right? He might have a little bit more time to experiment with the team. Maybe some players who hadn't had some time to play might get an opportunity to play as well, and some of them did, I would say, right? We did see the return, of course, of Mwanawa Sesi, of course, Makhopa coming back. We did see Luke Leroux, of course, coming back also, and that was also a very, very interesting thing for me as well, because in the lineup I saw your dear coach decided to play Mukwena, Batuisi Obas as well as Leroux playing as a 10. And for me, that was very odd, because now you're playing with 3 defensive midfielders, right? And now I'm looking at the bench. Alevelo Mofokeng is on the bench. Tito Maswanga was on the bench. Mbata was also on the bench, if I'm not mistaken, also. So it was very odd for me to see such a defensive approach from the coach, knowing that we had already qualified. I mean, what are you protecting? You know what I mean? So yeah, that was the first thing that was apparent to me. Our front three, of course, was made up of Apales, as well as Mwanawa Sesi playing as the number 9, and we had Elias Mukwana playing on the other side of the wing as well. And I've already said many times before, I'm still not convinced of Mukwana as our primary winger, right? Baba Mbaka Babona. When was in the preliminary announcement, I was actually excited. I thought he might have earned his way back, and maybe we might have seen what he's capable of now. But yeah, he got snubbed as well, so it was a shame for him. He's one I would have liked to see, to be honest. And who else? Makhopa, we won, but I still think we need to work on the striker department. I'm still not convinced personally. I mean, he's a number 9, but you see him all over the pitch. He's out wide, he's on the wings, he's very deep. He presses well, right? He presses well, don't get me wrong. But some of the things that you need as a striker, yeah, I don't necessarily think that he brings those to the table. Keeping in mind also, right, even though we got the bronze medal at AFCON the last time around, it was Osimhen versus Makhopa, and it was, yeah, difference was night and day, you know what I mean? So we need somebody who's closer to Osimhen than Makhopa, and we haven't quite found that yet. Mabasa still hasn't necessarily gotten a call up. I don't necessarily know what he has to do to get one. But yeah, he would have been one we would have liked to see as well. Rifin Dotli was playing alongside Vala as well. It was alright. But the thing about it is, I think against stronger opposition, we might face a problem. I think we might face a problem against stronger opposition. Uganda today, to be honest, they didn't really give much. So I think that even though we didn't play overly great, we still got away with a lot of the mistakes. Morel, of course, coming on for who's this, Mokwana, and also making the difference. Also, Poacher's goal capitalized on a mistake to score the goal, and it was 1-0 to Bafana. Second goal coming from Reyners, who also got put on in the second half. And yeah, beautiful square ball in there. And Tito Maswangai, that was absolute class to bring it down that way. Turned and slotted it into the back of the net. So overall, good performance from the guys. Bruce, there's still some people who want to say what they want to say, but look, he's achieving, so you can't really say much about this point. The stats speak for themselves. So yeah, it was a good performance overall. Great performance from the guys. And yeah, man, tell us what you thought about the game as well. Any players that impressed you, some players you think deserve a Bafana call up as well. I'd love to hear those from you as well. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel as well. Up until next time, I will see you, of course, in the next episode of The Corner Flag.